As the Texas U.S. Senate Democratic primary heats up, Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat from Texas, reminds voters to double check their ballot before you cast it. This is a video that she dropped on Friday, February 20th, 2026. And she talked about a constituent named Miss Gladys, who said that she went to vote for Jasmine Crockett in the primary, but was given a Republican ballot instead of a Democratic ballot. So some states, as we know, have different voting laws based upon the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Now, Jasmine Crockett also talks about the primary race between her and State Senate Representative James Tallarico and how that Senate race is heating up, especially after this past week when an interview on the CBS late night show, the Stephen Colbert Show, did not air because of the higher ups in CBS didn't want that interview to air. So Stephen Colbert put it on the YouTube channel for the show, and it got over 6 million views. Now, we know that first-time voters are turning out in this primary race, as Jasmine Crockett has stated. We also know that there are 4.5 million African-American registered voters in the state of Texas. So Texas has the largest number of African-American registered voters, and Texas is a majority minority state. 60% approximately of the state population is made up of African Americans and Latinos. So the primary race is on Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. So if you live in the great state of Texas, be sure to vote. Now, Jasmine Crockett also talked about the SAVE Act, which passed the House of Representatives on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026, but it has not yet passed the U.S. Senate, so it has not become law yet. So a lot of people are hearing about the SAVE Act in the media, and this legislation, if it's passed and signed into law by Donald Trump, would trigger major changes to how Americans vote, including requiring voters to present proof of citizenship, to register to vote, eliminating mail-in only registrations, and requiring photo ID in every state for the first time. So this bill has to pass the 60-vote threshold in the U.S. Senate, known as the filibuster, unless Senator John Thune implements measures to break the filibuster and reduce it to just a simple majority, which is a 51 vote threshold. We'll see what happens in the U.S. Senate, but this would be horrible for this bill to actually pass and be signed into law by Donald Trump. I encourage you, call your U.S. senators and tell them to vote no on the SAVE Act. I'm historian and national political commentator Michael Imhotep, founder of the African History Network, host of the African History Network show. Follow me on Facebook and fan base at the African History Network, and on YouTube at Michael Imhotep, IMHOTEP, as well as Instagram. And visit my website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. Watch me Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when I provide historical and political analysis on Roland Martin Unfiltered. Check out this video from our sister Jasmine Crockett. We need more elected officials with her fight, with her intelligence, and with her enthusiasm. Peace.
All right. So I'm logging on because, y'all, I'm so tired. But I got to do this because we're in the middle of early voting. So I got to make sure that y'all know what's happening. So we are seeing an explosion of participation. And that is a very, very good thing. But today we received a disturbing call. And that call was from, well, we received a phone call. It was about another woman. And that woman's name is Miss Gladys. Miss Gladys is a 79-year-old woman who resides in Tarrant County. I think we decided she was on that side of it. Resides in Tarrant County, Texas, who is experiencing some of the craziest numbers we've ever seen. They are currently outpacing the Republicans at the ballot box. This would be the last major county to actually flip and go blue. So it's a big deal. All right. So today, Miss Gladys goes in to vote at a particular location. She has never voted in a Democratic primary from the information that I have. Never voted in a Democratic primary. But she wanted to go and vote, and she wanted to go and vote for me. The information that we got is that when she walked in, she was given a ballot, and when she looked on that ballot, she didn't see my name. And she was asking them, where's Jasmine's name? I came to vote for Jasmine. As it turns out, she had a Republican ballot. And so we found out who she disclosed who she ended up voting for. So, you know, I think John Cornyn and Ken Paxton need to be concerned if this turns into a trend for people that are going and planning and wanting to vote for me, and there are some problems, and somehow they end up with a Republican ballot. So I want to stop all that because I hate that I didn't get Miss Gladys' vote, but I fully hope and pray that we can earn her vote in November, because I hope and pray that we are headed on to the general election. So let me go over a few things, because we have seen a surge in participation by people either that are brand new first-time voters, or by people that are pretty infrequent voters, or people that just don't vote in primaries. So I just want to talk about it a little bit so that we can all know what's going on and make sure that we exercise our right to vote. So number one, there's been a lot of talk about the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act and how it passed. It passed the House. It didn't pass the Senate. So as far as Texas is concerned, you just need to go in with your license and you should be able to vote. Now, I am encouraging everyone, because they do have our voter rolls, and I don't know what they plan to do with them, especially leading up to November. So I'm asking that you not only go in to vote, but you go ahead and tell them, hey, I want to register to vote, because you want to make sure that all your information is super up to date, and you just want to go ahead and get re-registered to make sure you're good for November, even if you're walking in today, tomorrow, whatever day of early voting. Okay. Also, because this is a primary and not a general, we have what we call open primaries. That means that we don't have a certain number of declared Democrats or declared Republicans. You walk in a primary, and when you walk in, you tell them typically what ballot you want. From what I've seen, we've seen the voting location, the polling location is the same for Dems and Republicans, but they typically are having a line on one side for Democrats, a line on another side for Republicans. It is important that you are clear that yes, you're showing up to a polling location. And yes, if it was a general election, then it would be one ballot and you just vote for the Democrat or the Republican. But because we are in a fight in this primary, you get either a Democratic ballot or a Republican ballot. And no harm, no foul. If for some reason you end up with a Republican ballot and you're like, wait a minute, sorry, I messed this up. Just tell them so that they can cancel that ballot before you actually go and start casting your ballot. When you are, and every county is different, but if you're in a county where they have the machines for your check-in, it should say Repub or Dem as you're going through the process. But no matter what, don't be intimidated. Just when you go, make it clear, if you're looking to vote for me, that you want a Democratic ballot. So no matter what, just be like, hey, want a Democratic ballot. This is a Democratic ballot? Great. That's what you want to do. But if you put it into the machine and somehow it's clear that you've been directed to a Republican machine, and I want y'all to also understand this, that from what I've seen, I've not gone to a number of other voting locations. I will be going in the coming days around the state to kind of see what's happening in some of the polling locations. In Dallas County, they have a blue D on the machines that are for the Democrats, and then they have a red R on the machines that are for the Republicans. Again, if you make a mistake, just make sure you alert the election judge that, hey, you got the wrong ballot, so they can cancel it out and you can still cast your vote. Unfortunately, that did not happen earlier, but I am loving the energy. This is absolutely fantastic. And for all the naysayers, Texas is showing up. Texas Democrats are showing up. First-time voters are showing up. The people that historically have not been engaged are getting engaged, and I couldn't love it more, because I told you that that was my plan. My plan was always to go after people that had not been talked to, that seemingly have been forgotten, and frankly, the people that are disenchanted with the systemic norms that we see. I think that that is our strength. And so I fully anticipate we're going to have historic turnout when it comes to this primary election. Dallas County is showing out. Like, I would be really sad if they were showing out for somebody that's not the hometown girl. But considering how heavily they are voting, I am so humbled because I truly believe that my community absolutely has my back. So keep voting. Definitely go and tell somebody else to vote. Take somebody else to vote. We can do this. Keep pushing. We're going to win. We are going to win. We, the people, are going to win. It is time for the people to start turning in some wins. But I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and I don't know how many events I had today. So I am about to turn in. But Houston, you are up. We are also headed to College Station and I believe Conroe. So we are coming through. If you are interested in figuring out where we are and what we're up to, please visit Mobilize. And my Mobilize is Jasmine for Us. We also gonna hit some clubs because we do that in Houston. So you never know where you may see us come this weekend. But we're gonna be in a few DJ booths and making sure we're talking to the people. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all. After I leave Houston, we head to San Antonio by Sunday morning. And Sunday morning, we'll be with the letter carriers doing a big rally. It'll be a lot of good fun. We also will be with Texas Organizing Project, and we will have a rally that will be in San Antonio. The next city that we hit will be El Paso. Yes. Then we'll hit El Paso, and then we will hit Lubbock. If you've been following my Instagram, you know that a precious 15-year-old wrote me an email asking me how it is that she could help me, because she really, really wanted me to be the next senator in the state of Texas. And I was so moved that I asked my team to figure out how the heck they were going to get me a Lubbock. And Lubbock, y'all are pulling up and y'all are showing out. The RSVPs are off the chain. We are definitely trying to find a bigger venue. So if you are in Lubbock or in some other part of West Texas, and you want to come and see us in Lubbock or in El Paso, we will be there, I believe Sunday, Monday. Again, it's all on Mobilize. So go and sign up there for the events that you may be interested in. And if you just want to volunteer, if you just want to go out, talk to your neighbors, tell them how important this election is, please sign up on Mobilize as well, to canvas, to poll greet, or whatever it is that you may think you could contribute to this campaign, because it's not about one person. It's about all of us. So I look forward to seeing all of you on the trail. The reason I don't have more dates to report to you is because I'm supposed to go back to work next week. And I don't know what that looks like, as we still are in a government shutdown as relates to ICE specifically, or DHS funding. So, yeah, only thing I can tell you is that even if I'm in DC, I'm not attending the State of the Union address. It's the only thing that I know for sure. But I am supposed to be back in DC to go back to work next week, as well as I am supposed to make sure that I make myself available to participate in the depositions of both former President Clinton and Secretary Clinton. So, yeah, your girl is busy, burning both ends of the candle. But I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. I love this country and I love the people. Y'all's energy is what keeps me going. Today we did Waxahachie at 7:30 in the morning and there were standing room only. After we left Waxahachie, we went to Irving and did an event. And then we went to Fort Worth and did an event to another packed house of over 500, I think. And then we went to, where did I go after that? I think I went to Richardson. Yes, went to Richardson. Y'all can tell that I haven't slept. Went to Richardson. Completely wall to wall, like absolutely insane. But even as tired as I am, because I literally passed out for about 20 minutes on the ride to Richardson because I just haven't had any sleep. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And I walked in and I saw the people and they were so excited. And the energy is infectious. So keep being positive, keep recognizing that you have the power, and let's just go and do this. It ain't that complicated. We know that we are living in a world full of corrupt individuals, and it's going to take a real one to make sure that